The Law of Success is a transformative guide that empowers you to embrace purposeful living, cultivate self-confidence, and harness the strength of community while navigating the intricacies of personal and professional success. We'll cover the whole book in just a few minutes. Chapter 1. A definite chief aim. Think for a moment about how powerful it can be to have a single focus in life. Just like a beam of light can illuminate a dark room when concentrated, having a definite chief aim can cut through distractions and guide you to remarkable achievements. Without that clarity, you might find yourself scattered, chasing multiple desires and ending up frustrated. Imagine trying to drive a car with no specific destination in mind. How aimless you'd feel. The essence of this chapter revolves around the idea that when you align your thoughts and actions toward a singular goal, everything else starts to organize itself around that focus. It's about sharpening your mind, harnessing your drive, and directing your energy towards something concrete. But it's not just an individual journey. Enter the principle of the mastermind. This isn't about a hidden society. Rather, it's about the power of collaboration. Picture a team of people who rally around a shared purpose, lifting each other's spirits and exchanging ideas. This synergy can amplify your efforts, propelling you towards success faster than you might achieve alone. Now, a crucial part of your journey involves introspection, really delving into your desires to identify your unique purpose. It's not always obvious, but charting this course can lead to profound fulfillment. You might ask yourself questions like, what excites me? Or, what impact do I want to make? When you articulate your definite chief aim, write it down. Make it vibrant and visible. Post it where you'll see it daily. Let it resonate in your mind and spirit, energizing you to pursue it relentlessly. Also, consider who's around you on this path. Are they supportive and encouraging? Forging alliances with like-minded individuals amplifies your motivation and keeps you accountable. Remember, as you grow and evolve, regularly revisit your aim. Life is dynamic, and your purpose may shift with your experiences, so refine it to ensure it resonates with who you are becoming. Each commitment to your chief aim creates a ripple. You'll attract people who share your philosophy, enhancing your journey. It's not just about what you seek, it's also about the supportive connections you cultivate along the way. Embrace this powerful interplay of focus and community, and get ready to embark on a journey of deeper purpose and success. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Chapter 2. Self-confidence. Think about it for a second. How often do we allow fear to dictate our decisions? Whether we're afraid of what others might think or paralyzed by the possibility of failure, these fears creep in and sap our self-confidence. In this chapter, we dive deep into self-confidence, that essential ingredient for success, and how it's not just a trait you either have or don't have, but something you can actively develop. At the heart of this journey lies the recognition of the 6 fundamental fears that plague humanity. These include the fear of criticism, the fear of failure, and a few others that might feel all too familiar. These fears often point to our deeper fears of inadequacy and rejection. They can hijack our ability to pursue our ambitions and stifle our growth. Now, imagine if you could push past these fears. What would that look like for you? Think of a goal you've been holding back on because of self-doubt. Understanding how heredity influences our experiences is a key piece of the puzzle. From the moment we're born, we're shaped by the expectations and perceptions of those around us. So it's important to recognize that while we inherit certain tendencies, we also have the power to reshape our self-perception and combat our fears. To develop self-confidence, we must actively confront these inherited fears and see them for what they really are: obstacles rather than permanent fixtures. Consider this. What if you committed to identifying your own fears and actively working to overcome them? Reflect on the 6 basic fears and ask yourself which ones resonate with you. Then, challenge them. Create a practical action plan. whether it's talking through your fears with a friend or journaling about your experiences. Also, daily self-affirmation can play a transformative role. Saying out loud or writing down what you're capable of can start dismantling those inner doubts. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is also crucial. Who in your life bolsters your confidence? Seek out those individuals, the ones who cheer you on, and help quiet that nagging voice of self-doubt. It's about building an environment that nurtures growth rather than fear. Self-confidence can flourish when we move beyond fear, embracing each challenge as a stepping stone toward our greater goals. Remember, every small win builds that muscle of confidence, proving to ourselves we can face adversity. Chapter 3. The Habit of Saving. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, looking at a breathtaking view, with myriad paths leading towards extraordinary experiences. That's what cultivating the habit of saving does for you. It opens up a world of possibilities, fueling your future dreams instead of limiting your present comforts. It's a common misconception that saving means sacrificing enjoyment today. In reality, it's about paving the way for greater rewards tomorrow. Think of saving as an exercise for your financial muscles. Just like hitting the gym regularly builds physical strength, saving cultivates the discipline necessary to help you reach your financial goals. The key lies in how you frame this practice in your mind. Instead of feeling confined by saving, consider it an investment in your aspirations. This shift in mindset transforms saving from an obligation into a powerful tool for creating the lifestyle you desire. Successful individuals have mastered the art of systematic saving. They've learned that living paycheck to paycheck is not just a financial trap. It's a mindset that restricts growth. By prioritizing savings, you're not just setting aside money, you're setting the stage for future opportunities. It's like planting seeds today to enjoy the harvest tomorrow. So, how do you nurture this vital habit? Start with automation. As soon as you receive your paycheck, allocate a percentage directly to savings before anything else. This simple act shields your savings from the temptation of impulsive spending. Next, create a personal budget that allows you to track your expenses. Where can you cut back? A subscription you rarely use. That daily coffee run? Little changes can lead to significant savings over time. Set specific financial goals to ignite your motivation. Whether it's saving for a dream vacation, a new home, or that dreaded emergency fund, having a clear purpose gives your saving practice direction and meaning. As you consistently save, not only will you build a financial cushion, but you'll also cultivate a sense of accomplishment and independence. Remember, the journey to financial success begins with the committed act of saving. It's your foundational habit that fosters discipline and opens doors you once thought were closed. Saving isn't just about numbers. It's about empowerment and the freedom to chase after what truly matters to you. Chapter 4. Initiative and Leadership. Let's dive into the transformative power of initiative and how it's tightly woven into the fabric of effective leadership. When we talk about initiative, we're really discussing that spark. It's the willingness to take action without waiting for a green light from someone else. Picture someone who sees a task that needs doing and jumps right in. They don't pause to ask for permission, they just act. That's initiative. It's a catalyst for success, propelling individuals forward in their personal and professional lives. Now, think about great leaders. They're not just folks in suits telling others what to do. They embody initiative at its core. They take the reins, showing confidence in their choices, and that courage inspires action in those around them. When a leader steps up with decisiveness, they create an environment where initiative becomes contagious. Others feel encouraged to take charge and contribute, creating a ripple effect throughout their teams. It's about fostering a culture where taking proactive steps is seen as the norm. So, how does this relate to you? Imagine you commit to taking just one proactive step every day. something small but meaningful towards your goals. It could be as simple as reaching out to someone for advice, signing up for a new course, or brainstorming ideas without waiting for someone to prompt you. Over time, these small actions build momentum. They not only inch you closer to your goals, but also help you develop those leadership qualities. And don't forget to reflect on your past. Think back to moments when taking initiative led to positive outcomes. What did that look like? What lessons did you learn? By identifying these opportunities where initiative made a difference, you're preparing yourself to seize future chances with confidence. The best leaders are those who inspire a proactive mindset in others. So, as you take these steps, remember, by showing initiative, you're not just paving your own path, but lighting the way for others too. It becomes a shared journey of growth and empowerment. Now, what's your next move going to be? Chapter 5. Imagination. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, your mind swirling with thoughts, ideas, and dreams. This expanse represents your imagination, a powerful force that drives innovation and creativity, enabling you to envision possibilities that stretch beyond the conventional. It's this spark of creativity that fuels our aspirations and helps us navigate obstacles along our journey. Think about it. Every breakthrough, every novel solution to a problem begins with a simple act of imagination. When we harness this creative thinking, it becomes a crucial tool for tackling challenges head-on. For instance, let's say you're facing a complex project at work that seems insurmountable. By allowing your mind to wander and brainstorm innovative approaches, you unlock new pathways. Perhaps you visualize collaborating with team members in unique ways that blend each person's strengths. Or you imagine utilizing technology to streamline processes. This imaginative process transforms how you navigate problems and opens doors to unexpected opportunities. However, it's essential to recognize that imagination alone isn't enough. It's the harmonious interplay between imagination and organization that truly brings ideas to life. Think of your imagination as the wild garden of creative possibilities and organization as the gardener who nurtures these ideas, ensuring they grow and flourish. For instance, after brainstorming potential solutions for that project, you could use tools like mind maps or outlines to organize these ideas into actionable steps, turning fleeting thoughts into reality. To make imagination a regular part of your routine, dedicate time each week to engage in activities that stimulate creativity, be it through art, writing, or even playful brainstorming sessions. If you encounter a particularly stubborn problem, visualize it from various angles. What if you took a completely different approach? What if you sought feedback from someone outside your industry? These exercises not only expand your creative horizons, but also enrich your problem-solving arsenal. Collaboration is another powerful ally in this realm. When you share imaginative ideas with others, it generates a synergy that can lead to unique, innovative solutions. Encourage an open environment where everyone feels comfortable contributing, and watch as the collective creativity ignites fresh perspectives that propel you towards success. Taking these steps will help you embody the principle that imagination drives innovation and creates pathways to achievement. Chapter 6. Enthusiasm. Have you ever noticed how a single person's energy can light up a whole room? That spark of enthusiasm often acts like a magnet, drawing people in and creating a buzz of positivity. It's not just about feeling good. Enthusiasm plays a vital role in rallying teamwork and collaboration towards a shared goal. When individuals genuinely exhibit passion for their work, they become agents of productivity and innovation, influencing those around them in profound ways. Think about a project you were involved in, maybe a group assignment, a work initiative, or even planning an event. Did you have that one person who seemed to uplift everyone? Their excitement likely fueled the group's momentum, turning mundane tasks into an adventure. This isn't just coincidence, it's enthusiasm at play. When you show genuine passion, you inspire others to support you, creating a powerful collective force that can drive success. But how do we cultivate this enthusiasm? It begins with a conscious choice to focus on the positive aspects of our lives. Imagine waking up each day with the purpose of finding something to be excited about, even in the smallest tasks. It might be as simple as enjoying your morning coffee or taking a moment to appreciate the beauty around you. This shift in mindset transforms challenges into opportunities. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, you start viewing them as stepping stones toward growth. Here's an actionable step. Take a moment to identify activities that ignite your passion. What makes you feel energized? Maybe it's a hobby, a particular work project, or even engaging conversations. Align these activities with your goals and commit to investing your time and energy into them. Share that enthusiasm with others by actively participating in discussions or brainstorming sessions. You'd be surprised how infectious genuine excitement can be. Also, remember that maintaining a positive mindset is crucial, especially when faced with challenges. Instead of letting setbacks dampen your spirit, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This perspective doesn't just help you grow. It motivates those around you, reinforcing a culture of encouragement and resilience. So, as you move forward, embrace enthusiasm wholeheartedly, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Chapter 7. Self-control. Imagine standing at a crossroads, one path leading to immediate gratification and the other to a long-term goal you truly desire. This moment is where self-control comes in, acting as your guiding compass. It's not just about saying no to that tempting dessert when you're trying to eat healthier, or resisting the urge to scroll through social media when you should be working. Self-control is the cornerstone of personal discipline, allowing you to stick to your commitments and stay focused on what truly matters to you. In many ways, mastering self-control can be your secret weapon in not only improving your decision-making, but also enhancing your overall performance across different areas of life. Think about it. When you cultivate self-control, you're not merely avoiding distractions. You're opening the door to better choices, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal health. Good decision-making often hinges on the ability to pause and assess rather than react impulsively, and it's through practice that we build this skill. But how do you get there? Developing self-control isn't an overnight process. It requires consistent practice, almost like training a muscle. Setting specific, achievable goals that resonate with your values is a great starting point. When your goals are clear, they serve as a North Star, guiding your decisions and actions each day. Pair them with strategies that help maintain focus, and you'll be equipped to resist the distractions that life throws at you. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. Engaging in mindfulness practices can enhance your awareness of those pesky impulses that often lead to poor decision-making. It's about recognizing when you're tempted to stray from your path and consciously opting for a more disciplined approach. Reflecting on past experiences can serve as a grounding exercise as well. Consider times when a lack of self-control led to outcomes you wished had turned out differently. By integrating these reflections, you can carve out a more intentional future. Remember, self-control is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the process of building this essential skill, and you'll find yourself more equipped to navigate the challenges ahead while achieving your aspirations with greater ease. Chapter 8. Habit of doing more than paid for. Think about a time you were pleasantly surprised by someone going the extra mile. Maybe it was a barista who learned your name and order, or a coworker who jumped in to help you meet a deadline without being asked. How did that make you feel? That's the power of exceeding expectations. It's not just a nice gesture, it's a fundamental habit that can elevate both your personal and professional life. Now, developing the habit of doing more than what's required isn't about burning yourself out or taking on too much. It's about cultivating a mindset, or what I like to call a service mentality. When you adopt a perspective focused on adding value, you create a direct line to growing your reputation and strengthening your relationships. Think of it as planting seeds that, with time and care, grow into fruitful opportunities. Each time you go above and beyond, you're not just fulfilling a task, you're crafting a narrative that showcases your commitment to quality. Consider this. Those who consistently deliver more than what's expected are usually the ones who stand out when advancement opportunities arise. They are viewed as reliable, proactive, and engaged. It's like being a standout player on a team. You want to be the one who not only meets goals, but also inspires others. So how can you start making this a habit? A simple yet effective approach is to identify specific ways to exceed expectations in your current projects. This could be as straightforward as adding a personal touch to your work, providing additional insights, or even volunteering for tasks outside your usual responsibilities. Ask yourself, what can I do to elevate this experience for someone else? Whether it's at work or at home, that mindset of service creates genuine value. Let's take a moment to reflect. How might relationships shift if you approach them with a servant-leader attitude? Instead of thinking, what do I get out of this? Consider, how can I contribute to this situation positively? This shift can open doors you never expected. Make it a practice to regularly step back and ask, am I delivering all that I can here? When you actively seek opportunities to add more than what's required, you enrich your life and the lives of those around you, paving the way for greater success. Chapter 9. Pleasing personality. A pleasing personality is like the secret ingredient to a recipe, essential for creating great interactions and relationships, both in your personal life and career. Imagine walking into a room where someone immediately lights up your mood just by their presence. That's the power of a pleasing personality. It's not just about being nice, it's about fostering a connection that makes others feel valued and understood. One key aspect of this is kindness. Think about those moments when someone did something unexpected and thoughtful for you. Remember how that made you feel. Now consider the ripple effect of that kindness. When you cultivate attributes like kindness and empathy, you're not just enhancing your own likability. You're also creating an environment where others feel comfortable communicating openly. It's like being a magnet for positive interactions. People are drawn to you, eager to engage and connect. Active listening plays a significant role here. It's one thing to hear someone, it's another to truly listen. When you actively listen, you give people the space to express themselves, and in return, they feel valued. This not only enhances communication, but also solidifies relationships. Make it a point to practice this in your daily interactions. Try to focus entirely on the speaker, nodding, making eye contact, and offering genuine responses that show you care. You'll be amazed at how this small shift can transform the quality of your conversations. As you embark on this journey, take some time to reflect on your personality traits. What aspects are you proud of, and which would you like to enhance? Creating an actionable plan to develop these traits can be incredibly impactful. Perhaps you aim to improve your empathy by volunteering or practicing kindness by doing at least one thoughtful act each day. Small, intentional actions can lead to significant transformations in how you appear to others and how they perceive you. The essence of a pleasing personality isn't just about being pleasant. It's a strategic component of building powerful relationships that can propel you forward in life and career. The more you cultivate kindness, respect, and genuine interest in others, the more you'll see the positive outcomes in every facet of your existence. Chapter 10. Accurate thought. Picture a moment when you're faced with a decision, big or small, that feels overwhelming. How do you begin to untangle the web of emotions, inputs, and opinions surrounding that choice? This is where the concept of accurate thought comes into play, and it's absolutely essential for clear decision-making. At its core, accurate thought means separating facts from opinions. Think of it like cleaning up your workspace. Clutter can obscure the tools you actually need. When you approach a situation with clarity, you're better equipped to analyze it logically and effectively. For example, imagine you hear conflicting viewpoints about a job opportunity. Some friends rave about it, while others warn against it. Instead of getting swept along with opinions, take a step back and collect the hard facts. The company's performance, its culture, your career goals. This process of weighing facts versus feelings gives you a strong foundation for making an informed decision. Engaging in critical thinking and reflection is like training a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Dedicate time to evaluate situations objectively. This could be through journaling about your thoughts or even discussing ideas with friends. By articulating your reasoning, you not only solidify your understanding, but also open yourself up to constructive feedback. Remember, seeking input from trusted peers can reveal biases you didn't even know you had. A simple technique to sharpen your accurate thought skills is to ask yourself guiding questions when confronted with a decision. What do I know for certain? What sources are influencing my perspective? Are there hidden assumptions I need to challenge? This kind of inquiry strengthens your ability to think critically, empowering you to make choices that align better with your goals. And let's remember that developing accurate thought isn't a one-time lesson. It's an ongoing journey. Each decision is an opportunity to refine this skill, creating a clearer pathway toward your aspirations. This way, when the next big decision rolls around, you'll be well equipped to tackle it head-on. Chapter 11. Concentration. Ever noticed how hard it is to stay focused sometimes? You're not alone. Concentration is often the unsung hero behind our productivity and success, but it's a skill that needs nurturing. Think of it as a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. When we concentrate effectively, we channel our energy and efforts directly towards our goals, significantly boosting our performance in all areas of life. Imagine starting your day with a clear plan. You've set aside specific blocks of time dedicated solely to your tasks. This is where the magic happens. Establishing routines not only gives structure to your day, but also creates an environment where concentration can thrive. For example, you might use a morning session to dive into that challenging project. By knowing when to focus, you eliminate the guesswork and allow your mind to settle into a productive rhythm. One of the most effective techniques to improve concentration is the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working in focused bursts, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break. It's like interval training for your brain. You learn to push your focus to the max during those short sprints, making the subsequent break feel both earned and rejuvenating. Next, let's talk about distractions. These can be silent productivity killers lurking in your environment, whether it's your phone buzzing, a cluttered desk, or even ambient noise. Take a moment to identify what pulls your focus away during work periods. Once you know your distractions, you can devise strategies to combat them. This could be silencing your phone, decluttering your workspace, or even using noise-canceling headphones to create a bubble of soundproof concentration. Remember, the journey towards enhanced concentration is a gradual process. It requires discipline and consistent practice. Start small, perhaps commit to focusing for 15 minutes without interruption, and gradually increase that time as your ability sharpens. Celebrating these incremental wins will reinforce the positive feedback loop and keep you motivated. Cultivating concentration isn't merely about doing more. It's about doing what matters with intention. By honing this skill, you set yourself up for long-term success, turning concentration from a challenge into a powerful ally in achieving your goals. Chapter 12. Cooperation. Let's dive into the powerful concept of cooperation. Think about any successful project or initiative you've been part of. Chances are, teamwork played a crucial role. Cooperation is not just a nicety, It's truly essential for achieving successful outcomes. When we join forces, our ability to tackle challenges multiplies. Imagine a team seamlessly harmonizing, each member bringing unique strengths to the table, creating a synergy that no individual could replicate alone. That's where the magic happens. Building positive relationships is the foundation of effective cooperation, and this requires some intentional effort. Effective communication is key here. It's not just about talking, it's about truly listening and understanding. Have you ever been in a situation where miscommunication led to frustration? That's a classic example of how vital clarity is. Being open and clear helps us avoid misunderstandings that can hinder progress. So, take a moment to think. How often do you actively seek to understand the perspectives of others before sharing your own thoughts? Flexibility and compromise are just as important. There will inevitably be times when opinions clash, and it's easy to dig in our heels. But here's the thing. Compromise isn't about losing, it's about finding a path that honors everyone's needs. Imagine navigating a group disagreement. You can either stand your ground or be the one who inspires a collaborative solution. The latter not only strengthens relationships, but also makes the group more resilient. The ability to cooperate doesn't just benefit the collective. It significantly enriches our personal growth too. Each collaboration teaches us something new, be it the value of patience, the art of negotiation, or even the importance of maintaining a positive attitude in challenging circumstances. So, in your interactions, actively seek out opportunities to work with others. Whether in your personal life or professional settings, the diversity of ideas and skills will elevate your outcomes in ways you might not expect. As you move forward, remember to practice clear and open communication. Create an environment of mutual respect among your peers. And when conflict arises, approach it as a chance to find mutually beneficial solutions. Embrace the possibility of growth in unity. Chapter 13. Failure. Think back to a moment when you stumbled. Maybe it was a project at work that fell short, or an idea you passionately pitched but didn't resonate with others. Initially, it can feel like the ground has opened up beneath your feet. However, what if, just what if, that moment of failure was not a dead end, but a detour leading you towards something better? Failure can feel heavy, can't it? The weight of disappointment can hang on you for days. But here's the kicker. That same failure holds powerful lessons if you're willing to look for them. The idea isn't just to accept failure as inevitable, but to see it as a crucial part of your journey. A stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Imagine treating each setback as a clue, guiding you to refine your approach and sharpen your focus. When you reframe failure this way, it transforms from a reason to give up into an opportunity for growth. Let's dig into the heart of resilience, the magic ingredient in how you respond to failure. When setbacks happen, and they will, it's not about what's happened to you, but how you choose to move forward. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Maybe it's a new skill, improved strategy, or even a reminder of your inner strength. The response matters because each strong reaction to a setback reinforces your ability to bounce back, making the next challenge feel a bit less daunting. Now let's bring this into your world with some practical steps. Reflect on your past failures. Yes, those moments that felt like punchlines in the sad comedy of life. What lessons did they teach you? Try jotting these down and see how they inform your current goals. Moreover, consider creating a space, maybe even a group or community, where you can openly discuss failures and collaboratively explore improvements. This kind of environment not only fosters growth, but also cultivates connections that solidify your resilience toolbox. When viewed through this lens, failure becomes not a jailer, but a key, unlocking opportunities and growth every time you turn it in the right direction. Remember, every setback is not just a step back. It's a chance to leap forward with renewed understanding and energy. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Chapter 14. Tolerance. Imagine walking into a room filled with people from various backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. It can be easy to feel overwhelmed, but this diversity is actually a powerful resource just waiting to be tapped into. Tolerance isn't just a nice idea, it's the bedrock of creating positive relationships and minimizing conflicts in such settings. Think of it as the glue that holds varied perspectives together, allowing us to appreciate the richness in our differences rather than feel threatened by them. So, why is developing an attitude of tolerance so crucial? Well, when we open ourselves to understanding others, we expand our horizons. Every conversation is an opportunity, a chance to learn something new, to see the world through someone else's eyes. Embracing this not only enhances our personal interactions, but also builds a foundation for collaborative efforts in our personal and professional lives. When we bring different viewpoints together, we spark creativity and innovation, which often leads to breakthroughs we might not have achieved alone. Let's dive into some actionable insights here. Start by challenging yourself to engage with individuals who come from diverse backgrounds. This could be as simple as striking up a conversation with a colleague from a different culture or joining a community group that focuses on cultural exchange. Remember, the goal isn't merely to tolerate these interactions, but to actively appreciate the differences that exist. Another practical step is to practice active listening. In conversations, focus on really hearing what the other person is saying. Ask clarifying questions instead of preparing your response. This shift can transform how you engage, helping you understand perspectives that might differ from your own, which is a vital part of fostering tolerance. Lastly, take a moment to reflect on past situations where you struggled with being tolerant. Think about how you reacted and what emotions were at play. Developing strategies for responding more positively in the future can be incredibly empowering. For example, the next time you find your patients wearing thin during a discussion, pause and remind yourself of the value in understanding the other person's viewpoint. In the end, cultivating tolerance enriches not only our own lives, but those around us. It paves the way for personal growth and opens doors to new opportunities we might not have envisioned before. Remember, it's not just about coexisting, it's about thriving together. Chapter 15. The Golden Rule. Imagine waking up each day with a commitment to treat everyone around you, friends, strangers, even those who rub you the wrong way, with the same kindness and respect you'd wish for yourself. That's the essence of the Golden Rule, and it's not just a simple guideline, it's a powerful foundation for ethical living. Think about it. When we live by this principle, we create ripples of respect and empathy that can fundamentally transform our interactions and relationships. What's truly fascinating about the Golden Rule is that it calls for us to step outside our own shoes for a moment and really consider how our words and actions affect others. Have you ever caught yourself reacting impulsively in a situation, only to later reflect on how your response might have impacted someone else? Living by the Golden Rule encourages us to pause, breathe, and ask, how would I want to be treated in this situation? It's a transformative practice that fosters understanding and builds bridges instead of walls. Now, this isn't just about avoiding negative interactions. Adhering to the Golden Rule can deepen our connections, enrich our relationships, and, ultimately, enhance our personal integrity. When we make decisions rooted in empathy and respect, both our professional and personal lives flourish. It's incredible how a small shift in mindset can lead to greater fulfillment. To truly embody this principle, start with simple, actionable steps. Challenge yourself to approach every interaction with kindness, whether it's in a subtle word of encouragement to a colleague or a compliment to a stranger. Begin reflecting on your daily exchanges through the lens of the Golden Rule. Ask yourself, is this how I would want to be treated? Also, don't underestimate the power of empathy. Take a moment to consider others' perspectives before reacting. This could mean actively listening, asking questions, or simply being present for someone in need. Imagine coordinating a community service day. Think of how much positivity you'd spread while simultaneously reflecting the values of the Golden Rule. It's a beautiful way to connect with others and contribute meaningfully to your community. Embracing the Golden Rule isn't just about ethical behavior. It's about cultivating a life rich in integrity and connection. The more we practice it, the more we embody the change we wish to see in others.